Today we're on lesson 31, order of operations. Take a look at this expression. There are potentially two ways to simplify this. Why are there two different answers? So we could do 6 plus 4, which equals 10, and multiply by 2, which equals 20. Or we could do 4 times 2 first, which is 8, and add 6, which is 14. So the reason why the answers are different is because we need to know what the order of operations are. So our lesson objectives today are to learn the order of operations, to evaluate expressions correctly, and to avoid the common mistakes. So why does the order matter? Well, as you saw from the warm-up example, if we don't have rules, we can get different answers. So the order of operations makes math consistent. So very simply, here are the order of operations. First, we want to multiply in order from left to right. Just like you're reading, you're going to multiply first. Secondly, you're going to add and subtract in order from left to right. Again, just like you're reading, adding and subtracting. And it doesn't mean you add first and then go through and do subtraction. It just means that as you're reading from left to right, if you see addition or if you see subtraction, that's what you would do, starting from the left and going to the right. So here again is our warm-up problem example. So yes, here we would multiply first because step 1 was to multiply. So we do our 4 times 8, which is 4 times 2, which equals 8. And then we're going to add the 6 to get 14. So 14 was the correct answer for that warm-up problem. Second example. Okay, so we see the multiplication. We're going to first multiply. So we're going to multiply our 3 times 2. So I'm going to kind of make like a little funnel here. 3 times 2 is 6. And we're also going to do this multiplication 5 times 3, which is 15. And then we can go ahead and do our subtraction and addition from left to right. So 23 minus 6 is 17, and then we're going to add 15 to get 32. So when working on expressions that have multiple operations, some common mistakes are working in the wrong direction. Like, again, you want to do it as if you're reading, starting from the left and going to the right. And another mistake would be adding before subtracting instead of working left to right, like I was mentioning before. So here's some practice problems. Go ahead and pause the video, work on these, and press play when you're ready to check your answers. Okay, so the first one, 4 plus 3 times 6 minus 2 times 3. So first step is multiplication. So we're going to do this 3 times 6 to get 18. And then we're also going to do our 2 times 3, which is 6. And then I'm just going to carry down everything else from the expression. So 4 plus, and I'm going to put in that minus sign there. And then we're going to add and subtract from left to right. So 4 plus 18 is 22, minus 6. 22 minus 6 is 16. And there's our final answer, 16. Our second problem, very similar. We're going to do our 3 times 6 first, which is 18. And our 4 times 3, which is 12. And then I'm going to copy everything else as it is. 2 plus 18 minus 12. 2 plus 18 is 20, minus 12 is 8. Okay, so that's a pretty quick lesson. You may have learned, order of operations that include division and parentheses and exponents and things like that, which we're going to get to. But that is like the simplest form, just starting with order of operations. Again, be sure you multiply first from left to right, and then adding and subtracting from left to right. So go ahead and do problem set 31 and read lesson 32 in your textbook. See you next time.